Hi everyone, Tyler Weil here from Bridgewater Volkswagen. I want to give you the first look at the brand new 2020 Atlas Crossport. Take a look. All new to our lineup, brand new to Volkswagen. It's a 5-seater Atlas, 2 rows of seating, huge trunk compartment, 4 motion. You have the option of 2 motors, the 2-liter turbo with a 3.6-liter V6 with a towing capacity of 5,000 pounds. Let's take a look inside. Inside here, this is actually a comfort line, so it's one up from the bottom. There's 2 more trims on top of this to add more features to the vehicle. In this one here, heated wheel, heated seats, dual climate control, adaptive cruise, steering wheel media, the brand new Volkswagen logo in the middle, on the back, and in the front of the vehicle. Push button start with different driving modes as well. Anyways, let's take it for a drive. All right, let's take this thing for a drive. So this is actually my first time driving this, so I'll get a real feel of it.
So what would you say is the big difference between this and a Tiguan? Like, why would I choose one or the other?
With the Atlas versus Tiguan, it's really size. That's what makes a lot of people's decisions. With the Crossport, you had the option between the 2-liter turbo, which is a 4-cylinder motor, or the 3.6-liter, depending on if you need to tow, what kind of power you want in the car. But it gives you a couple options. But when you look at the size difference between this and the Tiguan, there's quite a bit. Even with the cabin room and the front seat, back seat, and then the trunk, you have even more room. So that's what makes people's decisions. Another thing I do like about the Crossport, maybe versus the Atlas a little more as well, is the black headliner. Might be a little bit easier to clean, or just made it look a little better. This one here does have a full panoramic sunroof and a nice dash as well. You have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, different driving modes down here I can play with between snow, off-road mode. Up here in the steering wheel is heated. In the Atlas, the button's down here. Now it's up on your steering wheel, which is easy. You don't get to look for it anymore. It's just right in front of you. And then even in the Comfort Line model, which is one up from the bottom, you have your adaptive cruise control, so you can select how far you want to be in the to the vehicle in front of you when you're on cruise control. So everything's right at your fingertips. The buttons are a little bit bigger. The steering wheel is shaped a little bit different, and they even put the new logo right in the middle. Looks great. Feels just like an Atlas.
You said there's a 4-cylinder and a 6-cylinder?
Yeah.
Why would I pick a 4-cylinder over a 6-cylinder? Like, is there a price difference between them, or is
there it? There is. There's about $2,000 difference between the motors. Now, people make the decision based upon if they're towing with the vehicle. So if you are planning on towing, the 6-cylinder has a 5,000 pound towing capacity. The 4-cylinder is around 2,000 to 3,000 pounds. So depending what you're towing, you would make your decision based off that. Now the 3.6 also has a little bit more get up and go. So if that's important to you, then again, that would make your decision easier.
Does it affect the fuel economy very much?
It does. The 2-liter turbo will be a little bit easier on fuel than the 3.6, but I wouldn't say it's a crazy amount. Maybe 1 to 2 liters per 100 kilometers in the difference on the highway. But just driving through town like this, I can't notice the difference between the 3.6 and the 2-liter turbo. Oh, and you do have a CD player in here again. Nice and convenient. Tucked away.
And are there different trim lines for the Crossport?
Yeah. So this one here is the comfort line. Below this one there would be a trend line that would come with your cloth interior. A little bit more basic stereo as well. Above this would have your high line, would have your leather interior. You really moving up with bells and whistles at that point. You're going to get the same feel in all the trims. It's just what features are important to you would you go up and trim.
Which trim levels have the panoramic sunroof?
It actually starts with this one here, which is the comfort line, and goes right up to the exec line. There's 4 trim levels. Change between different modes, like I said, sport, normal, eco. That's really just going to adjust the throttle response. So based on what mode you're in, you might not need to push the throttle as much to get more power out of it. As well as when you're going from normal to sport, it actually stiffens the steering wheel as well. So it feels very German and like. The throttle's not jumpy. I've been in some SUVs where all you gotta do is touch the throttle and it wants to go. Wants to go. This one here, it's nice and steady.
So you said when you change drive modes, it actually changes the response in the steering wheel. How does that work?
So it's actually electronic power steering. So everything's based off of computers, really. So as soon as it sends a signal to change something, it automatically does it for you. With a power steering vehicle, you wouldn't be able to do that because it's all based on fluids moving through lines.
So this would just be more advanced.
It'd be more advanced, that's right. And actually our full Volkswagen lineup does have that. backup camera is nice and clear. The red line is where I usually stop. We should be about 2 feet from the curb. So there's one more thing I do want to show you. It's just in the back. So with the Atlas Cross Sport, like I said, there's only 2 rows of seating. So what Volkswagen did, they didn't make the car smaller. They made the trunk bigger. Since you don't have any more rows of seating, look how big that is. If you have any questions about the Cross Sport, give us a call. They're a great car, great feel, feels just like an Atlas, but just more models for you to select from. Thank you.